Hi guys, and welcome back to another Fight and Fit home workout. This workout is upper body focused and it's going to run 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're going to complete 3 rounds with a 45-second recovery period in between, okay? So before we get started, we're just going to do our dynamic warm-up. So we're going to do 10 squat to overhead reaches, 10 lunges and twists, and then we're going to do 10 walkouts, okay? So getting ready, big deep breaths. We're starting with our squat to overhead reach. So let's go, feet straight, hip width apart, and you're reaching right back. Full range of motion, opening out the chest on the way up. Lovely stuff. 2, brilliant. Keeping it going. 3, getting nice and deep. 4, 5, lovely stuff. 6, 7, last 3, 2, and final 1. Lovely stuff. From there, we're going to go lunge and twist. Big step out. Twist in the same direction as the leading leg and push off. So it's 5 each side. And again, making sure our hands are in line with our ears. Core is nice and tight. Push off that leading leg. Lovely stuff. And last one. Great job. Now from there we're going to do our walkout. Big deep breaths. Get ready. Walking out into the high plank. Walking back in. Great job. And again. Number 3. Lovely stuff. Halfway there. Lovely stuff. Keep it going. Number 6. 7. Last 2. And final 1. Lovely stuff, guys. Okay, breathe up, grab a drink of water, get yourselves ready. Okay, we're going to go first exercise we're going to go with is our bent over row. I'm going to demonstrate that first, then I'm going to set the timer and we're going to go. So feet are straight, hip width apart. You're going to hinge. Your back is nice and flat. From there, keep your chest up, belly button parallel to the floor. You're going to roll to the center, slowly lower. Row and slowly lower. So again, making sure your back is nice and flat. If you need to reset, come to a stand, hinge, back nice and flat, and go again. So that's that, guys. We are going to go now in 10 seconds. I'm just going to set the timer. Okay, so big deep breaths. Your feet are straight, hip width apart. Once we hear the bell, that's us off. And let's go, so hinging, and then row and lower. Lovely stuff. So again, keeping your belly button pulled in towards your spine, keeping your chest up, keeping your back nice and flat, and again, getting full range of motion. So rowing right up and slowly lower. And again, trying to keep those elbows back and lower. Brilliant job. Row and lower. Lovely stuff. Building a nice strong back with this compound movement, keeping it going. Great job. And again, focusing on 10 to 12. And again, if you get more than that, it's fine, but the minimum we're aiming for here is 10. And relax. Okay guys, next up we have our dumbbell reverse fly. So again, you're hinging, same like the bent over row. This time your arms are coming out. Okay, so I'm going to go this way. Coming out, slight bend, slowly lower, okay? Let's go. So again, coming out with a slight bend and slowly lower. And again, out with a slight bend and slowly lower. I'm just going to turn this way just so we can get a look at both ways. So again, out and lower. Squeeze in the shoulder blades as we come out and lower. Brilliant job. And again, don't be afraid to reset if you need. So if you feel your back round and come to a stand, hinge, back nice and flat, belly button parallel to the floor, and off you go again. There's nothing wrong with reset. Lovely stuff. So keeping it moving. Breathe in. Breathing out, and then breathing in as you're lowering. Breathe out on the out. And relax. Okay. Next up, guys, we have our our decline floor press. So you're going to come up in the glute bridge position and complete your floor press like normal. So big deep breaths. And let's go. So press up and slowly lower. And again, breathe out when you're pressing up and lowering. Lovely stuff. Breathing out and lower. Great job. So again, guys, we need to maintain this glute bridge position. So if you feel like your hips are starting to sink, just fully extend again, squeeze the glutes, reset yourself, and continue. So again, there's nothing wrong with resetting yourself. Nice and controlled. So again, technique above all else. Getting your last few reps in. Nice and strong. And relax, lovely stuff. Next up, guys, we have our floor pec fly, okay? So I'm gonna shimmy around this way for this one. So again, you're gonna start off nice and tall, slight bend in your arms. You're just gonna come out as far as you can and then bring them back in. Let's go. So off again. Out, just as far as you can and back in. Lovely stuff. Coming out and then breathing out as you're coming in and then breathing in as you're lowering. So again, if it feels like an effort, you're going to breathe out on the effort. Lovely stuff. So again, nice and controlled, making sure that we're getting that slight bend in the arm so that the arms aren't fully locked. Lovely stuff. And again, 10 to 12 reps if you can. If you get more than that, it's okay. But we're aiming for the 10 to 12. And relax. Okay guys, lovely stuff. Next up we have our overhead press. So again, getting ready for the overhead press. So feet are straight hip width apart, keep the lock off the knees, okay? You're pressing to the center of the head, slowly lower. If your back is arching, let's go. If your back is arching, you can split your stance just to avoid kind of leaning back like this here. So if you do have that bit of a weakness, you can split the stance, press to the center of the head, slowly lower. So the main thing with this is that we're not pressing forward. Try and get to the center and then slowly lower. And again, you can go with your feet opposite way and you can give yourself a bit of a boost if you need and slowly lower. So the only thing, if you're giving yourself a bit of a boost, just make sure the soles of your feet still stay on the floor. Have full contact with the floor. So again, you can change whenever you need and split the stance if you need. So focusing on just getting to the center and relax. Okay, next up guys, we have our front raise. So again, all we're going to do is, you can do it with one or two, soften the knees, raise just to shoulder height and slowly lower. So if 2 dumbbells is too much, let's go. You can drop it and go with 1. So again, just coming up to shoulder height and slowly lower. And again, up to shoulder height and slowly lower. So if you want to start off with the 2 until it feels a little bit too much. Once it feels a bit too much, you can drop. So again, keeping your core nice and tight, tuck your tailbone under, glutes on, nice soft knees, slowly lower. And again, coming up, slowly lower. Coming up, slowly lower. Great job. And again, technique above all else. Up and slowly lower. So you're just coming to shoulder height and lower. Lovely stuff. Okay, next up guys, we have hammer curls. So feet are straight hip width apart again. Tuck the tummy in, pin the elbows to the waist. You're just going to bring them up and slowly lower. Okay, let's go. Bringing them up and slowly lowering. Great job. Up and slowly lower. So again, making sure your abs on, glutes on, tuck the tailbone under, bringing them up and slowly lower. If 2 is too much, you can drop and just do 1, and again, up and slowly lower. Up and slowly lower, okay? Lovely stuff, and keeping it moving. So again, tucking that tailbone under, up and slowly lower. Great job. Up and slowly lower. Lovely stuff. Getting the last couple of reps in. You're finishing nice and strong here. Up and slowly lower. And relax. Okay, after that, guys, we have our tricep kickback. So again, we're going to hinge at the hips. You're going to pin your elbows to your waist. From there, you're extending out as far as you can and just coming right back just to meet your leg. And again, going back into your squeeze and let's go. So again, hinge and make sure the back is nice and flat, coming out and then in. Tuck, pull the belly button in towards the spine and keeping the back nice and flat. Make sure your elbows are pinned, coming back as far as you can and slowly lower, just coming back to the middle. Lovely stuff. Back and slowly lower. And again, take your time with it, okay? Technique above all else. So if you need to reset, reset, and then out again you come and back in. Brilliant stuff. Sticking with it. Out again and back in. So especially, guys, the tricep, it's such a small muscle, so it takes a little bit longer just to build strength in it. So again, right back and relax. Okay, lovely stuff. From there, we're going to go for our crunch. So you're going to come onto your mat, place your hands on your thighs, tuck the belly button in, tuck the tailbone under. You're going to focus on getting your fingers past your knees. Let's go. Breathe out when you're coming up and in when you're lowering. Out when you're coming up and in when you're lowering. And again, if you, to prevent injury of the neck, okay, just pick a point in the ceiling that you're going to focus on, because if you look towards your knee, it's all going to come here, okay? So looking up, tuck the belly button in, breathe all the air out when you're coming up, so you should feel full contraction of the abs, and then slowly lower. Brilliant job. And again, like with these, you can focus on, you can get, like if you can get 15 to 20, that's fine. These ones are body weight, so you can just keep going with them. Lovely stuff. Keeping it going. And relax. Okay, guys, next up we have our hollow hold. So again, we're still lying on the floor. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button in. Palms can be towards, out like this, sorry, or they can be behind. Okay, so getting ready. Big, deep breath. Let's go. So you can go like this, or you can go like this and hold it behind, okay? Whichever suits you. And again, if you feel you need to reset, reset. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button in, palms towards the ceiling, and just hold. Lovely stuff. Breathing deep. Great job. And resetting again if you need. And last few seconds and relax. Okay, guys, we have 45 seconds off now. Okay, so breathe up, get yourselves ready. We're going to go now for round 2. You're going to go for your bent over rows. Okay, I'm just going to fix the timer here, and then that's us ready to go. So earn your rest, get ready. Lovely stuff, guys. Okay, so 10 seconds and we're away. Bent over row, getting ready, hinging. Keeping the back nice and flat. Let's go. Row and slowly lower. Row and slowly lower. And again, guys, if you can feel that back rounding, again, just come to a stand, sit the hips back, hinge, get the belly button parallel to the floor and keep the chest up. And row. And again, keep that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Great job. Lovely stuff. Breathe out when you're rowing up and then breathe in when you're lowering. Keep your elbows in, nice and tight. Great job. Lovely stuff. Keeping it going. Again, nice and strong. Get your last few reps in. and relax. Okay guys, from there we have our dumbbell reverse fly. So again, you're hinging at the hips, keep your back nice and flat, and you're just coming out as far as you can and back in. Okay, so slight bend in the elbow. Let's go. So hinging, back nice and flat, just out as far as you can and back in. So again, it's important that you keep your chest up, belly button parallel to the floor, just getting back as far as you can. Keeping elbows nice and soft, hinging. Lovely stuff. And again, from the side. Hinge. Great job. Brilliant. Getting out as far as you can and back. Last few reps. Sticking with it. Great job. And relax. Okay, next up guys, we have our decline floor press. Okay, so you're going to come on the floor again, come up into the glute bridge position. Pull the belly button in. Okay, big deep breaths, get yourselves ready. Let's go. Pressing up over the chest, slowly lower. Pressing up and slowly lower. And again, if you feel your hips sinking, fully extend again, reset, and off you go. Great job. Excellent. And again, breathing out as you're pressing up, in as you're slowly lowering. Great job. Again, nice and strong. Get your last few reps in. Lovely stuff, and relax. Okay, next up we have our floor pec fly. So again, I'll shimmy around this way. Pull the belly button in, okay? Your arms are just up above your chest, slight bend in your elbow. You're just going to come out just as far as you can and back in. Let's go. Off we go. Nice and controlled, okay? So we're not flying through the movements here. We're prioritizing technique above all else. Brilliant. Lovely stuff, okay, nice and controlled. And again, if you need to stop and take a breather, correct your technique. If you need to reset and just finish your last couple of reps. So we're looking for quality over quantity. We'd rather you get 10 good reps than 20 ones and the form isn't great. Great job. Okay, nice and strong now, last few reps, and relax. Okay guys, from there we have our overhead press, okay? So again, yes, our overhead press, okay? So again, you can split your stance if you need. If you have a weakness in your lower back, pull that belly button in and get yourselves ready, okay? So press just to the center of the head and slowly lower. Press and slowly lower. And again guys, if you have your feet straight and hip width apart, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button in. If you want to give yourself a bit of a boost, you can work away. Again, just make sure that your feet have full contact with the floor. So no kind of jumping up to give yourself a bit of a boost. Make sure the sole of your foot is pasted to the floor. Great job. Again, breathing out as you're pressing up and in as you're slowly lowering. Tuck the tailbone under, abs on, glutes on. Great job. Fully extended. Brilliant. Breathing out as you're pressing up and relax. Okay, next up guys, again we have our front raise. So again, you can go two up just to shoulder height, or you can drop and use one. Okay, so again, abs on, glutes on, tuck that tailbone under. Big deep breaths, let's go. So again, up to shoulder height, slowly lower. And again, up to shoulder height, slowly lower. And if you feel like you're overextending, don't be afraid to drop to one and off you go. Abs on, glutes on, up to shoulder height and slowly lower. Lovely stuff. Up to shoulder height, slowly lower. Breathing out as you're raising, breathe in as you're lowering. Great job. Excellent. Keeping it moving. and relax. Okay guys, after that we have our hammer curls, okay? So get yourselves ready. Big deep breaths, abs on, glutes on, tuck the tailbone under, and off we go. Brilliant job, keeping the core nice and tight. Brilliant. Again, breathe out when you're curling up and breathe in when you're slowly lowering. Excellent. And again, keeping it moving. And again then from the side, so tuck the tailbone under, abs on, glutes on. You're coming up, you're slowly lowering. You're coming up again and slowly lowering. Great job, keeping it moving. Brilliant. And relax. Okay guys, after that we have our tricep kickback. So again, you're hinging at the hips, back is nice and flat like the bent over row. You're going back as far as you can, slowly lowering, okay? So get yourselves ready. Let's go. Hinge. And again, back as far as you can, slowly lower. Back as far as you can, slowly lower. Lovely stuff. Brilliant, keeping it moving. Keep that belly button pulled in, extending, and then just coming in just halfway. Lovely stuff. So again, we're avoiding this swinging over and back motion, okay? Keep the elbows pinned in, coming up, slowly lower. Up again, slowly lower. Up again, slowly lower. Great job. Last couple of reps. And relax. Okay, from there guys we have our crunch. So again you're going to come onto the floor, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button in, place the hand under thighs, get yourselves ready. Let's go. Breathing out as you're coming up. Lovely stuff. Again, emptying the lungs as you come up, breathing in, filling them on the way back down. You should feel your abs contracting more when you're breathing out fully on the way up. Lovely stuff. Great job. And relax. Okay, next up guys is our hollow holds. Again, we have 45 seconds off after this, so working hard, okay? Tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button in towards the spine, palms are towards the ceiling, get ready. Let's go. So, holding it, tucking that tailbone under. And again guys, reset as many times as you need. And relax. Okay, that's 45 seconds off, so breathe up and again, make the best of the most of your recovery, and then we're going to go again for the third and final time. So again, I'm just going to set the timer, get yourselves ready. Okay guys, so 10 seconds and we're away for the final time. Bent over rows, big deep breaths. And off we go, so hinging. And, rowing and slowly lowering. Row and lower, lovely stuff. Again, keep that back nice and flat. Great job. Rowing and lowering. Lovely stuff. Again, guys, you might start to feel yourself tiring out a bit now. We are on the last round. So if you need to reset, it's no problem at all. You're just going to come to the stand, hinge, back nice and flat, and go again. It doesn't matter how many times you need to reset, as long as your technique is right, you're winning. Lovely stuff. Okay, next up, guys, you have your dumbbell reverse fly. So again, you are hinging for this too. Slight bend in the elbow, you're coming out and slowly lowering. And again, getting ready, big deep breaths, nice soft knees. Off we go. So hinging again, you will have that slight bend in your arm coming out. Slowly lower. Out, slowly lower. Great job. And again, coming out, slowly lower. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. Breathing deep. And again, if you need to reset, work away, just make sure that back is nice and flat and that you have that slight bend in your elbow. You're coming out as far as you can, nice and controlled. Brilliant stuff. Again, focusing on your last few reps and relax. Okay, from there, guys, we have our decline floor press. So again, you're going to come on the floor, final time, up into that glute bridge position, okay? Big deep breaths. Let's go. So up in the glute bridge and off we go. Press and slowly lower. Press and slowly lower. Press, slowly lower. Great job. Press and slowly lower. Brilliant stuff. Excellent. Again, if you feel that your bum is sinking, fully extend and off you go again. Breathe out as you're pressing up. Lovely stuff. Last couple of reps. And relax. Okay, now we have the floor pec fly. So you're going to stay where you are again. Slight bend in the elbow. And again, we're just focusing on getting it as far out as we can. Bringing it back in. And off we go. So out as far as we can and coming back in. Lovely stuff. Out as far as we can, coming back in. And again, breathing in as you're joining them together and then breathing out as you're coming down. So again, you're going to breathe in on the effort. If it feels like an effort, you're breathing in. And I promise you guys, that will help you get your last couple of reps in. If you're struggling at the end, get the last couple. Breathe out as you're coming in. Brilliant stuff. Again, last few reps. Finish nice and strong. And relax. Okay, guys, from there we have our overhead press. Okay, so get ready again. Split your stance if you need. Nice soft knees anyway. And again, if you need to give yourself a bit of a boost, work away. Off we go. So dumbbells either side of the ears, press and slowly lower. Again, abs on, glutes on, press to the center of the head and slowly lower. So we're avoiding, again, we're avoiding pressing out in front, to the center, slowly lower. And again, center and slowly lower. Abs are on, glutes are on, center, slowly lower. Keep making sure that tailbone is tucked under. And again, split that stance if you need. Press and lower. Breathe out as you're pressing up, in as you're slowly lowering. Lovely stuff. And again, boosting if you need. Slowly lower. And relax. Okay, next up, guys, you have your front raise. So again, nice soft knees, abs on, glutes on, and tuck the tailbone under again. You go into shoulder height and slowly lower, okay? And again, if you need to drop one dumbbell, you can drop one dumbbell, okay? So let's go. So again, coming up, slowly lower. Up, slowly lower. Great job. Up, slowly lower. Lovely stuff. Again, making sure that tailbone is tucked under and slowly lower. Lovely stuff. up, and slowly lower. And again, drop if you need, and go for 1. Up, and slowly lower. Breathe out as you're coming up, in as you're lowering. Great job. Excellent. Okay, keeping it moving. The last few reps now, and relax. Okay guys, from there we have our tricep kick back. So again, you're hinging at the hips just like your bent over row, just like your dumbbell reverse fly. So final time, keep the elbows nice and tight. Get ready. So again, you're extending right back and coming in. Extending right back and coming in. And again guys, taking this as slow as you need, okay? So we're not rushing through the reps, you're prioritizing your technique. If you need to reset, reset. Sit the hips back, back is nice and flat. And again, you're gonna go hinge, slowly lower. And again, keep your feet pasted to the floor. Extending, and then coming in, great job. And again. Brilliant. Breathe in deep. Breathe out as you're extending, in as you're coming back down. And relax. Okay guys, from there we have our crunch. So again, you're going to come onto the floor. Last 2 exercises and you're done for the day. Okay, so max it out. Give 150%. Let's go. So again, try and get those fingers past your knees if possible, okay? Keep focused on the ceiling. So pick a point in the ceiling that you want to focus on and go from there. Empty the lungs as you're coming up, fill them on the way back down. Get full contraction of the abs. Lovely stuff. Great job. Okay, keeping it moving. And relax. Okay, now guys, we're going to stay where we are for our hollow hold. Okay, so final one. And again, once we're finished this, we are done for the day. We're going to start, we'll do our, go into the world's greatest stretch. Okay, so big, deep breaths. Last 45 seconds of hard work. Let's go. And we're done then for the day. And again, if we need to reset, we can reset and keep going. Brilliant. Keeping it going. We're nearly there. And relax. Okay guys, lovely stuff. That is us. Okay, breathe up, grab a drink of water. Fair play, that was a tough one. We're going to go through the world's greatest stretch now in a few seconds. Grab a breather. Lovely stuff guys. Okay, well done, fair play. Big deep breaths guys, we are getting ready. Feet straight, hip width apart. All we're going to do from there is come down, pulse at the toes, and then you're holding it there. Lovely stuff. Breathe in deep. And from there, we're walking out into the high plank. Left toes are in line with the left fingers. Keep the back leg nice and straight, starting off. Pulse that back knee and hold. Straightening out the back leg. Left hand comes round to the ceiling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hold. From there you're making big circles. Go forward and then back. Lovely stuff. From there, bring that arm down to the floor. Pulse. Get the forearm as close to the floor as we can. Hold. Great job, breathing deep. From there, you're going to place both hands on the floor. You're slowly going to come up into that high lunge position. Pulse your back knee. And hold it there. And again, guys, if you need to drop the back knee to the floor, keep the arms nice and long and hold it. Lovely stuff. From there, you're going to bring both hands to the floor. Drop the back knee if you haven't already. Sit onto the back foot. Pulse now at the left toes. And hold. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. And from there, you're coming forward up onto the back foot. Step back with the left, step forward with the right. Pulse the back knee. And hold. And again, straightening out the back leg. This time the right hand comes around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and hold. Again, we're making big circles. Go forward and back. Bring the same arm forward, bend the elbow, pulse. Get the forearm as close to the floor as we can and hold it there. Lovely stuff. Breathing deep. From there, you're going to place both hands on the floor again. You're slowly coming up into that high lunge position. Pulse your back knee and hold. And again, keep the arms nice and long. You can drop that to the floor if you want. Holding it there. Great job. And then from there, you're placing both hands on the floor. Drop the back knee if you haven't already. Sit onto the back foot. Pulse now at the right toes. And hold. Great job. Breathing deep. And from there then you're coming forward, up onto the back foot, step back with the right, walk your hands back in and come to a stand. Lovely stuff, guys. Okay, fair play. I hope you enjoyed that workout. And that's you. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Thanks, Emil.